Телеканал 24 Док представляет.
Когда у вас есть доступ ко всему, что когда-либо было написано, не просто теоретический доступ, но немедленный доступ рядом с вашим мозгом, это меняет ваше осмысление себя. Проект Гугла по сканированию книг действительно наиболее многообещающий план по созданию всемирного мозга из когда-либо изобретенных.
Well, my film is about Google's book scanning project. Google's plan to scan every single book in the world and create a universal digital library. And the idea of creating this universal library goes back thousands of years, in a way, to the Library of Alexandria, one place where all human knowledge would be collected. And man has dreamt about this for centuries, but it's only really been made possible by the internet. So I explore the first attempt to make this ancient fantasy into a reality.
Никто не мог сравниться с нашим проектом просто потому, что никто не вложил в это необходимые ресурсы. Если проект Google Books будет успешным, другие последуют за ним.
The problem with Google's book scanning project is that they scanned millions of books that were in copyright without asking the permission of the publishers or the authors. And that, you know, is a legal issue. Publishers objected, authors objected. Google defended what they did under the principle of a law that they have in America, quite similar to other laws in Europe, called fair use. Saying, well, it's okay, we're just providing an index. We're drawing attention to the book, the title of the book, we're showing parts of the book, we're making the whole book searchable, which is what a search engine does. So we're not really copying the book.
Наша принципиальная позиция в данном обсуждении заключается в том, что согласно рассматривающемуся договору, только Google сможет относиться к авторскому праву как к необязательному аспекту, в то время как для всех остальных он обязателен.
That settlement had to be reviewed in court in America. And the court, the judge, said, I'm sorry, this is not acceptable. And the reason he said it wasn't acceptable was actually not to do with fair use and copyright, it was to do with monopoly. He said the problem is if Google go ahead with this, it's going to give them copies of, and therefore control over the majority of books published in the 20th century. And he said that will give Google too much power in the marketplace, a dominant market position and a kind of monopoly, and we have to stop that.
Киберкультура не понимает смысла авторского права. Это прецедент. Весь интернет станет инструментом для стяжания власти, и это будет катастрофой.
We know much more about the world today than we used to, thanks to the internet. But just don't get carried away about the wonderfulness of that fact, because let's face it, we knew much more about the world in the 1960s, thanks to television, than we did in the 1910s. And in the 1910s, we knew much more about the world, thanks to newspapers and the telegraph, than we did in the 1850s. So my message to you is, don't think that technology is a panacea, a miracle cure that's going to solve our problems. Don't think that technology improves the world. It's just a convenience. People improve the world through their thoughts and their actions.
Для создания всемирного мозга нужен дальнейший компонент. То, каким образом это будет использоваться для достижения конечных целей цивилизации.
Hi, my name's Ben Lewis. I'm a filmmaker. Please watch my film, Google and the World Brain, on 24 Doc.